Alright, I think F gets us straight to the tank room, right?
Are we carrying Cube with us?
No, I'm
He
tempted to leave him
seems pretty
be.
safe and...
I mean, my only concern is how to reproduce the effects that opened up this passageway if it closes again. But I could potentially teleport down here if you give me some time to study it. I mean, assuming the rest of the hut isn't so warded. Wonder if I can just teleport to anywhere else in the hut. I'll try it. I'll teleport myself to in front of this on the main level.
So you're going to teleport to where?
I'm just casting teleport on myself, basically targeting this square.
Inside the same room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it functions properly. And you pop up there.
And I'll walk back down. Alright, I could probably teleport us down and give me some time to study this, make sure I can hit it from a distance, but at least within the room, teleport will work.
Okay.
So, we don't have to worry about in case those
Ferocity says,
words drop.
we have to deal with teleports all the time. I know a better way. And she comes over and steals one of the books and hands it to Nath.
What am I supposed to do with this?
If you cast teleport and you have something from where you were, you could just get right there.
I'll look around for something less valuable than Wizard's spellbook and respectfully put it back on the shelf.
There's some just little knickknacks and things in the room you can take.
Yeah, like an inkwell or something.
Alright. Let's go see an insane man about... I don't know why we're going to see him. Let's go.
Won't be the first time we've seen an insane man.
Where does F lead to? I know E leads to the terrible room.
You're all terrible. Well, okay, no, I'm being overdramatic. That jam room's pretty good.
There was more than just jam in there.
Can we see the other side?
See the other what?
Other
map.
overlay?
No
You call
problem.
maps overlays?
Yeah. It's an overlay on the grid. The grid is on the base, and then you overlay maps on top of it. Oh, F leads right there.
F is, yeah, exactly where I want to go. Great. Let's go. Where were we? Where are we up here?
F is fantastic. That's good enough for me.
So we'll have to have...
Which rooms are you moving through?
Well, I mean,
There's a-
F just takes us right there.
Yeah, there's
No-
a stairway
no
that
rooms.
leads right to the tank room if our notes are right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you get back in place, and you see that the gates have been locked again.
Alright. Kelian, trivially open that door, please.
I'm still going to make a roll.
You just want to see that one. That's fine.
You-
I want a one.
You pass,
I'm rooting for the one.
You pass on a one. So
I
You
know, but
literally
you just
cannot
still want to
roll
see it. How about a 10? How about I roll a 10?
10 has a 1 in it. But yeah, no problem opening up the gate. Pop the padlock off of it. There's a clatter as the gate opens up.
Hey! Hey, guy, are you here?
You call out, and the response is just every bit as nervous and insane as you're expecting. And he's not talking to you. He's talking to God knows who. And he responds, "It's Nernica. I think Nernica is back. That's her calling me again." And he calls back to you, "No, nobody's home."
Hey, come on out of there.
And you see his dirty little disheveled head peeking out the side of his lean-to. And he responds, "I told you nobody's home. Not today."
Have I ever seen him out? Have I ever talked to him when he wasn't in his lean-to?
You've never seen him out and about, no.
Yeah.
But he's poking his head out nervously at you.
Hey,
Brad's
stop
gonna
locking
go-
those doors. That's
I'm
really
gonna
annoying.
go into the lean-to.
Go into the lean-to, and I mean, it's just squalor in here. He's kind of erected this little makeshift shelter out of the gate that he disassembled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clear he's been going to the pantry and getting food, and it's just... In this room, there is that smell of bad food. Stale and moldy bread and old meat. You see a few empty, overturned jars of jam. And as you try to enter, he tries to stop you from coming in. He's very frazzled. Says, "Nernica was not invited in."
Okay. Is there anything else in the lean-to apart from that?
Just Squalor.
Because I wondered if, like, because there's a stairway over here, I wondered if he had built his lean-to up on top of a different stairway.
No, does not seem to be the case.
Okay. All right. Riot comes out and is like, you guys can talk to him if you want. I don't think he was here. I think that was too long ago. This guy's he's a human, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very dirty, homeless kind of human.
I don't think it's possible for this guy to have been alive when Eldove took over the hut.
Yeah.
And the man chirps out. When Bevo took over the hut.
Yeah, were you here?
And he shakes his head nervously. He
Shake,
seems
Do you know
he's-
anyone?
He seems like he's afraid of something.
Do you know anybody who was here when Bevo took over the hut?
And his eyes dart back and forth between Riot and who else is standing there? Kelian and Nath.
Hold on. I can't find my doodad, but I'm there.
Yeah, Ferocity's there.
Okay.
We're all here.
I think you're up here, like in the statue room.
I got you. I'll bring you over.
Oh, thank you.
His eyes dart back from Riot to the rest of you and back. And then again, he's muttering either to himself or to his imaginary friend. And it just says, "It's blood. Can't stand the smell of its blood. None of them humans. None of them elves. Can't be trusted." Kelian,
Sir.
make an insight check.
I'm really good at those.
One.
There it is.
Well, you got lucky dice.
Also, I'm proficient in insight, so
Oh.
that's automatically a 10. So that is 22.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
In fact, I'm double proficient in insight. So
Yeah, I think that trick only works with stuff you're double for shit in.
You look around at your companions. So you've got the bizarre Catwoman and the punk rocker Tiefling with the furry legs and the literal demon. And, like, Nath is kind of human, but
You have to squint.
it's like kind of just a skeleton wearing skin, like weird. This guy's problem clearly is that he's from the prime material. You're an Aasimar, which means you're not human, but you could pass yourself off as a
human.
celestial being to them. You can't
Okay.
pass for human, but you could convince him that you're less of a threat than your monstrous companions.
oh, my sweet summer child.
No, that's about right.
Trust
we
me.
can hit.
We all enjoy the juxtaposition of the celestial being the brutal murderer of the group. That's good stuff.
It's good times. I enjoy it every time it comes up.
All right, Kelian will go up to the guy and
Should we leave? Are you guys having a thing here?
Is he aware enough that would matter?
And he kind of shirks away from Kelian a little bit as he approaches. What's your next move?
you got nothing to be afraid of. I'm here. It's all good. And Kelian kind of gestures for the rest of them, like, get the fuck out, man.
Alright, fine.
Alright.
Whatever.
Kelian's like, I'm a Celestian.
Brad's gonna hang out on top of this tank.
Frosty, couldn't you make yourself look like a human?
Why would I want to do that?
Kelian,
Talk to
what's
that
next?
guy?
All right, it's just you and me. You can relax. Everything's gonna be fine.
Now, are you trying to persuade him or are you lying to him? Normally, I wouldn't have to clarify this, but this is Kelian. So, I feel like
He's trying to persuade him.
All right.
He's trying to persuade him.
charisma persuasion.
All right.
So, Ferocity would be making this at disadvantage because she's got fat tongue curse.
Persuasion is that's an 18.
18. And he leans forward for a moment. And then he turns to his imaginary friend and he mutters, "Its blood perhaps not entirely wretched, not entirely turned." And then he looks back at you, but I mean, his face is just suspicion and mild disgust. And he says, "What does Bevo want?"
Who is Bevo? I don't... You can trust me. You can confide with me. Tell me who Bevo is.
And he points at you.
Okay. I'm Bevo. All right. Were you here when Eldove took over the hut?
And he shakes his head. And then he says, "An apprentice for a time. Spoken to Master Bevo on many occasions, I have. Many occasions when I was a young man. Yes, I was young once."
We were all young,
And
yes.
he has a short argument with his
completely
imaginary
understand.
friend over whether or not he's ever been young.
Who are you arguing with?
And his eyes dart back at you, and he just angrily says, "Bevo."
Of course, Bevo, right.
So
many
how
times have we talked about
difficult is it for Kelian to have a conversation like this without coming off as condescending?
Incredibly.
Okay.
Who else besides Bevo? Bevo's here. Who else is in the hut with you?
And he shakes his head. He says, "Don't go to the dangerous parts. Some of the not dangerous parts aren't here anymore. I don't know where they went. I haven't gone looking in a long time. They're gone. They're just gone. But the bread room has stayed. The kitchen is gone, but the bread room is there."
Oh yeah, the pantry. Yes, the pantry's still there. We've been there. Very nice.
Man, now I miss the bread room.
Where are the... Which rooms are the dangerous parts? Don't tell me what I know.
Do you just make the inquiry like that? Because, I mean, you know the hut had many rooms that shift around and that may not be here. You might get a meandering answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean...
Cube already asked us about a bunch of stuff that's not here anymore.
I mean,
Right.
Cube asked about some rooms that sounded horrible to you. Like, is the spiky death chamber still there? Did we lose the spiky death chamber?
Or could we have lost that one?
Luke loved that place.
What about
Yeah,
the
it was his
radioactive
favorite.
skeleton room? Is that still around? So yeah, you get a meandering answer of some of the terrible, deadly traps. Make an
Okay.
insight check.
Still good at those.
What?
It's a 20...
Okay. You're starting to put together a little bit of this guy's backstory. And I mean, it's difficult because he never gives you a straight answer and he constantly interrupts himself to argue with his imaginary friend. But
Right.
at one point, he was one of Eldove's apprentices. You gather that at one point, Eldove had taken in a group of researchers. And he was among them. And that part of his job in the earlier days was to disarm the more dangerous parts of the hut, to make it more safe, to explore and lock down what was in the hut and make sure there wasn't anything left that was incredibly dangerous. None of the apprentices died during this time, but there were a lot of close calls. It was very dangerous work, and it was very fulfilling work once it was done. So you get the sense that he knows a lot about the early days of the hut.
trying to remember who was there when.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the early days of the hut, but not. And what I'm stuck on is do you know how to get to the control room? If there's any direct way?
And he stonewalls you on that question. He doesn't trust you enough to tell you how to get to the control room. You get the sense that he knows, or at least he knew how to get there at one time. Whether or not the place has shifted around since then.
Not gonna trust your old friend Bevo? All right. Tell me who was in the hut in the early days then.
And again, he gives you a very meandering
answer
description. Right. He says that it took a very long time before Eldove finally took control of the hut permanently. There were a lot of false starts. And he remembers being asked out of the hut. Him and all the apprentices. The hut had a lot of passengers that had been dropped off around the plains. There was a treant, there was a slave girl, there were several other creatures. But the day of the hut, or the day that Eldove finally locked it down, he says there were 5 left. Some of his, not all of his friends, but some of them. And he says, Bevo was there, and Bevo, and Bevo, and Nernica, but Nernika's a cat. She doesn't count.
Yeah, okay. That's where I thought this was going. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
A cat, huh?
Really?
And he says, "No, of course, I would not eat a cat." He's arguing with his friend again.
No.
Why would you imply such a thing?
Kelian just walks out.
Terribly mealy.
All right, we have to find Mrs. Fluffy Bottom.
Wait, what?
I assumed she would just find you as we left. I mean, isn't that the way it worked?
When did we last see her?
I think she's from here.
The fuck?
Of course she is.
How? Like, what? Wait. Back up a page. Like, we have to find.
No, it makes perfect sense. It's a story, don't you see?
No, yeah, actually, she's right.
How does this make sense?
Nath just kind of rests his head in his hands, and Riot's, yeah, she's right.
Where did you last see Miss Fluffy Bottom?
She
booked, didn't she?
She booked it as soon as we were in the hut. She booked it. I think it was as soon as we were in the first room. Yeah.
Okay, Ferocity, don't think I didn't see you snarfing down that cat food. Let's go get some of that and see if we can lure her out of hiding.
By the way, this was one of the 2 things I thought this cat might have been.
What was the other thing?
Ferocity, her eyes go to the side. For a second, she says, maybe we don't need to go back and get some.
Well, what was the other thing you were thinking this cat was?
Thought maybe it might have been the Lady of Pain. How cool that would that have been? She's just trailing along with us the whole time, watching our whole story. No. But this also crossed my mind, but I wasn't quite sure. Might have been just a fucking magic cat who was just awesome and hated my guts.
Well, this is also the truth.
Anyway.
So Ferocity pulls some of the cat food. The like, I guess it's like a crushed up kind of tuna paste with a fishy odor.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It's not. You've had the jam.
It was pretty good when I had some.
We should go back to the forest.
Yeah,
because there's fish in that pool.
that's a good call.
Maybe we don't need to go back to the forest.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it's like it's really a shame Mahogany isn't here because nobody can find it like Mahogany.
Nobody can handle an animal like Mahogany. His classic move of animal handling.
I feel like it's one of the first things Mahogany tried when you found that cat, and it just didn't do anything.
No, I tried to speak with it. I literally spoke with it, and it wouldn't talk to me.
Right, you tried talking to it, and that didn't work. Then you tried using speak with animals, and that didn't work either.
It was just an asshole.
Apparently, we should have just been talking to it the whole time.
All right, where are we gonna look for this cat?
Like I said, forest room.
So we're done with the
Well-
crazy guy, right?
Yeah, we're done with the crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
guy.
yeah,
We
no,
got-
Kelian
we got what
is long gone. Like
we got
you
what we
know.
needed from crazy guy.
I say we just check the guest room, because it left when we were in the front room, and unless it fell into the bottomless pit, I don't see how it could have gotten to the edge of the wall.
Make a wisdom
That's
10
good.
check. Just ferocity.
What?
Having said that
That
observation.
don't roll a d10.
I mean, you
It's
can't.
real hard to make that with 10. Yeah, I made it.
You start saying that there's no way this cat could have made it out of this room. But if this cat was a creature who lived in this hut, way back before
Might know
Eldove
another
had
way.
control, it probably has ways
Oh.
of getting around.
Remember, Liberation did see something crack that door.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I am actually helpful.
I mean,
So
you would
should
have been
we-
if you had opened the door.
So should we go there and set out some cat food? Wait.
I mean, that's a good starting point. I think we're right.
The,
It
only,
is a
the
good
only other
starting-
thing I can think to do is go someplace the cat would be, or we can go somewhere that we make
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Where's closer? Where is the forest closer, or is the guest room closer?
That's an excellent question.
There's a direct route back to the guest room, but I don't like it.
And our map is so good. I'm starting to wish Brick would just let us teleport.
Well, you can't, because I still have to roll for random encounters as you go through each room.
Yeah, where? Let's try the forest first because I hate getting it back up to the entrance.
All right, wait, hold up. Can we go to the? Let me make. I'm gonna hit print screen.
Okay.
Good idea.
Times.
Yeah, now that we have the whole thing labeled, let's get it all on one image.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't revealed one place, but that's probably the
It's
Probably
close
the
enough.
control room.
You ready to
All right,
switch
let's
to
check the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that damn cat.
For those of you who didn't watch the last campaign, there was a damn cat in the.
Terran
previous
hated
episode.
that cat. Terran hated that cat more
It
than
was a
anything.
completely
Cat,
It was a
That cat.
completely shit cat. Like it was a
Jazzy
bad cat.
Baba.
Jazzy Baba.
Jazzy Baba, the worst cat
Ja-
in the universe.
Jazzy Baba has been on my NPC list spreadsheet since the first session.
I loved it.
When did you decide that the cat we met on the Infinite Staircase was Jazzy Baba?
Before
Because
we
I happen to
started-
know for a fact that that was just a random encounter.
No, before we started the campaign, I knew. Yeah. Because I knew I was going to do that adventure,
Yeah.
and I knew I had a great opportunity to just introduce a random cat, and I knew that one of you would hold on to the cat for the entire campaign. Like, there was no question in my mind. All right, so what's
It
your...
sucks so much.
Brick Road, playing the long game.
I think we're going to the forest, right?
Yeah.
That's where we wanted to go first.
Q or R takes us there.
Okay, give me one moment.
This would be so much easier if we could get through the room.
Here you go.
Be right back, real quick.
That's not the one I need. Here we go. Flumph party chat.
Wait, what?
God, that's why I was so amused when he decided the cat's name was Mrs. Fluffy Bottom. Because...
Cat's like, no, it fucking isn't.
Alright, this is good.
Yeah. We are currently in the tank room. Okay.
Yeah. And we're trying to get to the forest, so we're looking for Q or R.
Q
Well,
is in the top of the
Pantry,
jam
yeah.
room.
Yep. Which
There's no
comes
direct route to the pantry. Where's P?
TS. P.
I don't see P anywhere. Which is, I guess, is a sign of well-maintained hut.
I don't know. You've just been kind of walking around it. I see P at the end of the pit, west side of the pit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, I think we've had to go through the pit to get there. Yeah.
G, that's real short. We go through G in the tank room, through P in the pit, and then that
Oh,
takes
yeah.
us to the pantry, and up through Q.
And that's so fast, we probably won't have much of a chance of getting winded.
Yeah,
It's like literally right there.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Now, mind you, I'm none too sanguine about the idea of facing dinosaurs, which we're gonna do.
And here's the thing: we'll face dinosaurs, but no, Mahogany still won't.
No, Mahogany's already seen a dinosaur. We fought a wizard who was summoning
back.
dinosaurs.
Oh, that's right.
Whoa.
Mahogany has been able to turn into a dinosaur for several levels now.
All right, so you have to come through the pantry to get there. Yes, you got to come north of the
Yeah.
pantry. Go ahead and place yourself where you want to be in the southern end of the pantry, and then roll initiative.
Here's the real problem you should be feeling right now, Destil, is that they just came out with an adventure that added a bunch of dinosaurs.
Yeah, my group is talking about doing that campaign as a no magic campaign.
Don't do that.
We have a player in my group who's actually really, really excited to try to play Nick's physician class. Like, she's all about wanting to play it.
Oh my God!
I'm
I
glad
have
somebody
lag or
else wants to
something.
play that class.
There we go.
Does the physician class have any abilities to remove diseases?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Then, okay,
Ugh.
then you might be able to pull that one off.
I think it even has some class features to simulate maybe less restoration.
Riot, what's your initiative?
21.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll.
And Kelian.
7.
Oh, fuck off. Scorpion dogs.
Liberation.
11.
And Nath.
Nath acts at 19.
And Ferocity.
22.
Okay. What's Ferocity's opinion about scorpion dogs?
How fuzzy are they?
They are not. I mean, they have fur, but they're
They're
not
like a bad doggo.
No, I've got a bad doggo right. Not a
I-
scorpion.
I heard a Borf. Yeah, no, that is the thing.
Who's a bad boy?
So coming through the door, you see these two creatures. Well, you see it if you have dark vision or light that reaches out that far.
Yeah.
They look like giant hyenas with spines along their back and this wicked furred scorpion tail.
And Ferocity hisses.
And they turn at you. Who do we not have in the room here?
Wait,
Keelan.
wait, one sec. Let me just give that one to you. And it sounds just like that because I'll remind you, Ferocity is not actually a cat.
So Ferocity, you have the initiative. These dogs have turned around. It looks like they were skulking towards the pantry, but now they've seen more enjoyable morsels happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. This
Okay.
one. And I'm gonna try to utterly destroy this dog. That's a... What did I roll? Fuck. 15.
15 does hit.
Nice. That is D8 plus D4.
You're shooting with a crossbow?
Yeah, I'm shooting her with the magic crossbow,
Okay.
the cold one. That does 22 cold piercing magic damage.
All right, and you hit the thing with the crossbow, and it recoils for a moment, but you're a bard. Make a intelligence arcana check.
You got it. 11.
11. The cold did not seem to affect it very much.
Alright.
Moving or staying put?
Some magic did. Oh, do you need to know how much of that was the cold then?
Oh, I thought it was all cold damage.
Oh, no. The cold is just added damage.
Okay.
The cold is 2 points of that. The rest of that is all just magic piercing.
So 20 points of piercing and 2 of cold?
Right.
Okay, that's how I need the damage broken up then, in the future.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem. I mean, it is a problem. Look at all the problems you've caused me.
Problems.
Mr. Problem Man over here. That's going to bring us to Riot.
Okay. Riot's going to try the opposite tack. Let's have Sacred Flame. That's a dexterity save on its part.
17.
Yep, then nothing happens.
Okay, moving or staying put?
It's a problem with it, the Sacred Flame cantrip. It's all or nothing. Staying put? Actually, maybe I'll get in front of Ferocity. I feel kind of bad about her.
That's so sweet. Oh, don't like how it's standing away from us.
Riot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a 15.
I could maybe knock that off. What's the other one?
A 15.
Okay. Yeah, I'll knock one of these off.
Okay.
I'll knock the other one of them off.
And the thing, that's with Bardic Inspiration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cutting
One of those
words.
is now -8.
Yeah, one of them's -5.
And each of them come up about 15 feet away from Riot. And they lash out with these scorpion tails, lightning fast. But you're able to deflect them using Bardic Inspiration. You feel very inspired at the moment, Riot. Like you've inspired yourself. And then...
no, this feature is cutting words, so we're insulting the things.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for Nodal to play his anime song.
Oh, I
No,
don't
it's
have
a
an
class
anime
feature.
song for you. That's a class feature.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I do have a cutting words for you is dog or scorpion. I can't decide which I hate more.
Nath, you're up.
I think Riot's cutting words is like meow.
And then
Mage hand,
Ferocity
open
high
the door.
fives there.
You're going to open the door?
With Mage Hand, yes.
All right.
I just want to say that's one of the raddest things that I think we've done in this entire campaign.
And Mage Hand opened the door. And again, the hot burst of steam blasts out. This one here is too far away, but this one here gets caught up in it. But make your Intelligence Arcana.
22.
Okay, the heat also didn't seem to bother it that much.
Okay.
Moving or staying put?
I'm fine where I am.
And the door obviously slams shut after a second. That's going to bring us to
It looks like it's strong against the elements.
Liberation.
We can go right here.
Thanks, Fuka.
Kapa.
Did you say,
Fugacity.
did you say Kupo?
Fuka.
An enemy!
I'm gonna punch one. Oh, that's a nat 20. How about that?
Oh, okay.
How about 10 damage to that guy, and I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
This one here.
Yes.
Let me apply some
DC
damage.
17.
I've got a 13 on. I'm sorry, 12 on the save.
Stunned until my next turn. The end of my next turn.
All right, my man is stunned.
And let's do the same treatment to the other guy.
Okay. That's another thing this D&D table I found has. Like, it has cheat sheets for practically half of the PHB.
Okay.
All the conditions and equipment lists and everything.
23 hit.
23 does hit.
Okay. It's going to be 5 damage, and again, save Constitution, DC 16. Burn 2 key points there.
I got a 9.
Stunned until the end of my next turn.
He's also stunned.
Just dock myself some 3
Fuck
key
these
points.
dogs.
dock myself 3 points because I'm going to. Actually, no, I'm not going to spend my. I'm not going to key point dodge. Why would I do that?
In case there's a third one, or a swarm of cranium rats.
God damn it! I'm paranoid now.
Or Strahd might show up. You never know.
Oh my God, Strahd!
Oh yes, who can forget that adventure, Strahd's Magic Hut.
No, I think I'm good there. I think I'm just gonna stay put there. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
burn
There is actually a
point here.
version of the Dancing Hut in Curse of Strahd.
Oh my God, it's terrifying.
Kelian.
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
All right, you got advantage on the roll.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I have advantage on the roll.
And you have a friend next to him.
And that is a 24.
That'll hit.
That's gonna hit.
God,
And- 7, 8, yep. Aw.
There's some ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few ones. It's
Kelian's
28
specialty.
damage.
Sorry, 28.
28 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Bolts.
magic.
All right, and you put the bolt in this thing, and it reels back in pain, and it is bloodied. Are you moving or staying put?
Staying put.
All right, Ferocity, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot that one.
Okay.
We
You
try
got
to utterly
advantage.
destroy it.
You still have the cold enchantment on it?
Yeah. Should I even bother rolling the cold damage? Like, does it do no cold damage?
You can roll it.
That's a 22.
22 will hit.
4. That's 15 magic piercing
Okay.
and 1 cold.
And moving or staying put?
Stand put.
How many bolts does Ferocity have left?
I have 10.
God, I was not expecting him to know. I'm surprised. Caught me off guard there. It's gonna
There's a
bring us,
button on D&D Beyond.
it's gonna bring us to Riot.
Okay. Riot's going to cast Destructive Wave. So I think these guys both need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, and does Liberation have to?
Nope.
She can pick targets for this one.
I got a 7 and a 10.
Neither of those are what you wanted.
Nope.
Okay. So, do you want me to split this up between the Thunder and Radiant damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just to fuck with you.
Yeah. The Thunder damage is 14,
Okay.
and then the Radiant damage is going to be 18.
And Liberation did not find that at all destructive.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
All right, let me get calc.exe because I can't do simple arithmetic in my head.
Nobody can.
I don't have a magic abacus, all right?
What'd you do? Why were you giving it to Ferocity then?
I didn't. I
Just
just
kept
put
it
it
for
in the
yourself.
dungeon and Ferocity picked it up. So. All right, you throw out your destructive wave, and I mean Liberation. From where you're standing, you feel the blast of it, and you see these things again reel back in pain. You hear the cracking of bones, and
Yeah. I mean, probably everybody feels a blast of it. Like
It's,
30
yeah.
foot 30 foot
Yeah, it's-
radius.
oh,
Goes
I
out
thought
in
it was a
every
burst
direction.
out in front of you.
Nope, it's a wave.
Oh, okay.
But only these two I can target.
Yeah, and the one on the right here, the one that Kelian and Ferocity have been shooting at, seems to be on its last legs.
Nice.
I have a question real quick for Nick. Is that you choose who isn't affected by it, or you choose who is affected by it?
I choose. That's a weird way of asking that question.
The reason for me asking it that way is if you're in a crowded room, right, and you pick 5 people not to be affected, then does everyone else in the room get affected, or can you say, I want that one person to be affected?
The wording that says each creature you choose within 30 feet of you must succeed on block.
Okay. So like if there was a hidden creature, you wouldn't hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the cranium rats in the room are fine.
Yeah, I see why you asked that. And then I think for my bonus action, I'm going to give Kelian a Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Because
Scorpion
he
dogs.
seems to need them all the time.
The Scorpion dogs are stunned, so we're back to Nath.
Let's go ahead and do the rest of the Tellus special here. So Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
It's armor class 15.
That does hit.
Wow.
Or
Nice.
21 lightning damage.
All right, and you fry this thing, and it falls to the ground.
That's a cantrip.
Burnt dog hair.
That's the end of Nath's turn.
Well, the other one's already been steamed, so... Liberation,
Yeah.
you're up.
Thwack a thwack. Oh, I rolled that at an advantage. Of course I do.
Yeah.
It's a 22. Yeah, 22.
22 will hit.
Can't do my own basic arithmetic either. It's 5 damage for the first hit.
Can't do it all.
That's also going to hit or another 8 damage. So 13 total from fists.
Okay.
Do I want to apply a stunning strike on this?
I don't know, do you?
Makes me happy.
No, I'm not going to.
I'm gonna search inside yourself for answers. All right, moving your
I am,
stand.
I am going to dodge, though. I am
You're
going
gonna
to keep
dodge.
on to dodge.
Hey, Kelian, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot that guy. He's still stunned, right?
No, not anymore.
No. Oh. Well, I'm still
you
gonna.
have a Bardic Inspiration die.
I do. Yes. I'm gonna take the -5 to hit for bonus 10 damage.
The difference between 1 and -4 is pretty...
Oh, I saw that. I saw it.
That was pretty good.
It's a 17.
17? Does hit.
Yes. You were all so excited, and I was excited for you. I was excited for you. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you go. Those are the 6s.
Yeah, that is 45 damage.
45. My man is now bloodied. As Kelian looses the bolt. Are you moving or staying put?
Staying put. I like it here.
You like it here. All right, ferocity.
I do.
Yeah, let's try to utterly destroy it again. As previously established, Ferocity does almost 0 damage if she's not trying to. No. 11?
11 does not hit.
Yeah.
The bolt goes wide. Moving or staying put?
Staying put.
All right, Riot. It's all you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Can you beat a lady?
Maybe I'm gonna try Sacred Flame again. Make that Dexterity saving throw.
19.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens. Riot's not the lady here.
All right, Liberation gets to have fun now.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Dick move.
Nath.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 13
Nope.
and a 19.
Shield.
I'm gonna shield it. So that turns it into a 14?
No, it makes my AC
Makes
20.
your AC 20, that's right. As it tries to lash out with its teeth, you dodge out of the way, and then you throw up the shield and deflect its scorpion tail out. And now Nath can be the guy.
Let's finish off this Tellus Sages special with a Poison Chromatic Orb.
Okay?
On a Scorpion? Yeah?
It's a armor class of 29.
That hits.
For 11 poison damage.
And it did nothing.
Hey, a lot of creatures aren't immune to their own venom.
Moving or staying put?
That's the end of Nath's turn.
All right, Liberation. You didn't stun it last turn. Look what happened.
Yeah, everything got bad. Well, hey, I let me get a crit, so that's fine.
That's fun. Yeah, it's looking pretty ragged, though. There's not a lot of fight left in it.
15 damage for the first hit.
What did you roll? Did you actually hit it?
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 15 is enough.
Okay.
It is a dead zo.
Crunch.
What do you guys do
I
with
guess
the bodies of
fires-
these dog things?
I'm just fine enough to let them be where they are.
Plenty of
because-
cleaning materials here if we have a problem with how much of a mess this is.
The HUD will do that.
Riot.
Mm-hmm.
Roll. I'll let you make a history check,
Okay.
or history or nature. Either one.
Do I get to pick?
You get to pick.
Okay.
These
They're both exactly the
scorpions
same
are
for me, so I'll make it history. Fortunately, I have half proficiency in. That's a 14.
Comparing notes with your companions, this thing resisted cold and fire damage, and was completely immune to poison. The only creatures that you are aware of throughout history that have a lot of those same properties, this thing was very clearly a fiend of some kind. Either a devil
Yeah.
or a demon or a Yugoloth.
That was kind of my assumption, because we've been through every room now, and we haven't seen anything. If there's anything in here with us, it was either hiding very well, which Riot has a ludicrous past perception, or the Yugoloth sent it in after us, which I would not put past them.
Or I just finally roll a random encounter.
Yeah.
After 2 sessions.
In-game logic. Come on, Brick Road.
Does that
Metagaming.
mean... Does Riot think that they are going to get back up again?
Oh no, they're dead. They're absolutely
Oh, okay.
dead.
Okay.
These-
Yeah.
The person turns to look at everybody else and says, "And that's how you skin a cat."
They were dogs.
Also, they were fiends. Also, please do
Also,
not...
they
that's
still have-
horrible.
Also,
would
their
you skin
skin
a
is
cat?
still on them.
Please do not skin the cat that we are trying to find.
That's despicable, Liberation. And Ferocity walks by.
Liberation gives no fucks.
And we're heading on to the forest now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, you enter the forest through the brush, just like last time. Same moonlit sky overhead. Cloudless, no stars.
We have to find ourselves again here. There we go.
Who's good with animals?
Hmm.
I mean, and like Riot's head slowly turns to...
turns to ferocity. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Don't type
Right, Nath
past
is-
me.
Nath has actually spent a fair amount of time on a prime world, so he's gonna go to basically here. Okay.
Before you exit the woods,
Yeah.
coming through the door, which of you has the lowest stealth?
It's not Ferocity, I'll tell you that.
Probably not Nath.
I got a +4.
I
You don't
have a
have to.
+3.
I have a +3 and I have advantage for my cloak.
I have +14.
Sounds like it's liberation.
Yep.
Liberation.
Hey.
Make stealth check.
Woo!
No.
Yep. Yep.
How'd you do?
5.
A 5. So who's going first when you guys come out of the doors?
Nath.
Nath.
Nath wanted to go into the
Then
center of the
Ferocity.
clearing and check something out.
You get to the edge of the brush before you enter the
Okay.
clearing. And you're sneaking up and you see Kelian's goddamn cat. And she's at the side of the pond pawing at it, swatting fish out of the water and snapping them. And you're just about to start sneaking out into the courtyard when Liberation snaps a stick behind you. The cat's ears perk up, and its face looks in your direction, and then it darts away and disappears into this brush.
I have jam-covered sardines!
Okay, wait, hang on. First thing, somebody go to the other exit. We want both the exits covered.
Dimension door.
Your dimension door over there?
Yeah, no, this is not. I'm not fucking around with this cat.
Are you taking anybody with you? Or are you just going yourself?
I was right next to. That's a good idea. I'm right next to Ferocity. I am not a cipher. I'm going to bring Ferocity with me.
Okay.
I guess Riot's not going to get the food from Frosty then. Okay.
Frosty takes her jam-covered sardines
Kelian.
out, looks at Nath, and says, "That's not very effective."
Kelian goes
Kinda
out to the
walks out.
pond,
Okay.
and he just shouts, "Mrs. Fluffy Bottom, get back here right now!"
And there's
As if though it's ever worked before.
it has literally never worked.
Wait,
Riot,
who keeps taking me?
I don't know.
That was
Riot
weird.
is gonna take a fish
Okay.
and try and follow where she saw Miss Fluffy go, and attempt to lure Miss Fluffy Bottom out of hiding.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, what activity are you undertaking?
So like I've got the fish, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like kind of crouch walking really slowly and like making like here. Himina. Come on. You know, as you do with cats.
Right. But you're staying outside of the bush, or outside of the tree line?
I'm like slowly crouch walking toward where I saw. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll stay here.
So Liberation's guarding this door.
Yep.
Nath is guarding this door.
Yep.
Kelian or Ferocity's doing what in the center here?
So I'm doing the same thing as Riot, only I'm holding out one of my jam-covered sardines while eating another one, saying, it's really good. And Brick Road, because I consider it way funnier. It is very good.
Make a deception check. See if she believes you.
It's not a lie.
What's Kelian doing?
Staying by the fish pond. Arms crossed.